Dave just got scratched. Are you okay, man?
Oh my god. You heard that, didn't you?
You're good at pushing people around, oppressing people. Push me. Push me down these steps.
Hey everybody, we are live. We apologize. We know that because we're watching it here on our end. I don't know why it's so choppy on the intro.
Me either.
That's something that we're going to have to figure out. The ending looks okay here, but for some reason it is being, I don't know, extremely choppy throughout that. So we apologize. But hello and welcome to another live stream. Like I said, we're going to figure that out. Try and get it up to speed for next time. Maybe do a couple Facebook Lives with it. See if it's just YouTube or see if it's something that we can fix there. Yeah, I know. It is lagging. It's very blurry. But it looks like it's just that intro because I'm watching our feed right now. And it doesn't look like we're lagging at all. So, So hey everybody in the comment section. We already have a lot of comments in here, so it's going to be a little bit tough to go through all these here. But hey Kristen, hey Kiara, Bloody Mary, hello again. Stacy, Logan, hello. Douglas, Tracy, Bloody Mary, hey Lacey, hey Slawomir, hey Polly's in the house, hey Lorena, Lindell's, Mike, KC, hey everybody, it looks like I'm up to date. Thanks for joining, thanks for stopping in. Let's say Hidden Marietta, I saw Hidden Marietta on there somewhere. Where was that? Oh, that was Melissa. Hey Melissa. Viva from Hidden Marietta, showing some love. What up? So, I don't know, what do you guys ready?
Yeah.
Sure, if you are.
Well, we're live, we better be ready.
Better be.
That's right.
Better be, better be.
Better be. Only way. That's right. So,
I got this here if you want to, or however you wanted to do this.
you got the comments there?
Sure, yeah.
Dave is going to be the keeper of the comments here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. First I'm going to silence it because I'm sure whenever I go to, when we're going to investigate, the ringtone's going to go off. Should have done that first, right? But, Steve, what are we looking at here? This is another artifact from your archive museum.
What is it, Steve?
Yes, Steve, what is it?
Well, hey, Steve, what is this?
What is it, Steve?
Steve, do you know what this is?
Yeah, this is a child's casket.
Yeah, it's been kind of...
Oh, it's been flickering there?
Yeah. This is, yes, a child's casket. It is from New Martinsville, West Virginia. I acquired it about a year ago. And I got it basically because it went with the motif of the funeral section I have in the museum. But as a result of that, many of my guests have reported to me that they felt a lot of sadness, a lot of just an overall mournful type of energy about it. And yes, that would make perfect sense because it is a casket. It was used in services, obviously. Someone was curious as if this was actually buried at one point. No, this was actually used just for the services for the individual.
Viewings.
Yeah. And then they would use normally a small wooden casket or metal casket, depending on what time era and of course the budget of the family. Other than that, this was not removed from a location due to it causing odd or unwanted energy, if you will. This just happened to come my way due to a mutual friend who said that this lady had some funeral items that she's wanting to get rid of, and my friend who actually had an antique shop didn't want this type of item in her shop. So again, it's not for everybody. So
Yeah, I mean, but if you think about it, that energy that would come from those funeral services,
yeah,
especially one as sad and as somber and as depressing as a child, because the first thing you notice when you look at this is how small of a child would this have to be to fit inside this casket, because this thing is not even 2 feet long, or maybe just over 2 feet long.
maybe 2.5.
Two and a half feet long. It's tiny. So
Yeah.
just to think about that, how many children ended up having these services while their corpse was in there and having their family come and mourn them, that could leave residual energy behind.
Right.
Absolutely.
And that's what I think they're right in what they feel, that the energy that they're feeling off of, like Ryan said, and we all, I think, pretty much agree on, is probably from the families. You know, more than likely from the families.
That's where it was directed at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all that sad energy, all of that mourning is just being amplified right at this coffin.
Right.
So,
But
but it definitely is creepy. What do you think? Should we pull the lid up and take a look inside?
Should
What
we?
do you all think? Should we? Should we pull the lid up and take a look inside? Is there?
Should we? Let's see what people think.
I was gonna say something, but it was gonna be very morbid and inappropriate, so I stopped myself. It would have been creepy. It wasn't intentional. I was gonna say,
Right.
is there? Will there be someone inside? But then I thought, no, that's not cool.
You gotta be careful.
That's true.
and we do in advance apologize if this does bother people, because we do know that loss of life at a young age still happens today. This is not intended for shock and awe. This is to make direct contact with those who still have an attachment to this item.
Yes.
To give them a voice and we do that out of respect. So this is not what you would typically you would see on TV for shock and awe stuff like that. It's not for that.
No.
Everybody's saying look inside.
Look inside.
All right. Okay.
There it is. I'm gonna jump up here and zoom in
Okay.
so people can see what is on the inside.
This, however, along with an adult-sized casket, were an adult-sized casket and a metal embalming table were actually, in my opinion, rescued out of a potentially bad situation. A friend of mine was having to move, and she had no place to put them. So I ended up basically purchasing this, and then the adult-sized casket and the other embalming table were on loan, so that way she didn't have to part with them. They're still hers.
Do you want to put this underneath?
Let me tilt it up.
Down goes the K2.
That's one.
I just sound like Andrew there for a second.
That's one.
Down goes the K2.
Never mind.
Except that wasn't the right accent either.
One of those.
All my accents happen accidentally.
I'll use it for the. Use your meeting for that.
Put the K2 inside.
Okay.
Solid orange here.
I'll show the other one too with that. See if they both.
Yeah, they both get a
Oh,
pretty
wow.
solid orange inside.
It's weird. There's nothing behind it. Nothing
No.
under it.
Except the package for the ambient temperature. That's it.
In there. Here, Steve. Let's just show. Let's lift it up to show them that there's nothing
Yeah.
behind.
Nothing behind it. That's a string you saw there.
Just some string that was.
That's for faking evidence later.
Yeah.
No, that was to tie it closed, I believe, right?
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's dropping actually now on the
Okay,
Mel.
thank you. They said dim the lights.
Okay.
Make it Edgar Allan Poe style. It's,
Guys, as we're getting started here, can you make sure to go on and share this up through all your social medias?
Yes.
So you can see we're at a 0.9 there, 0.8.
Steve.
It's a pretty steady.
It dropped from a 1.7.
Yeah, it was at a 1.7 when I first set it down right there inside the casket. But it
That's
looks like the
pretty
K2s
crazy.
are pretty, which is weird. I don't think there's no power source
No.
there. And what's weird is you would think
Well,
if
we
you
would
moved
have got that with the other items we had here.
Yeah, and when it was sitting right in front of the lip, whenever it was actually right like here, when the K2s were sitting down
Yeah.
here, it was actually spiking less. And you figure if the electrical current is below,
It would have been greater.
it would have been higher than that. But the higher it is sitting up on top of the casket, it looks like it's getting more of a spike,
That's odd.
which is very strange. But there could be a natural explanation to it. Who knows? It's hard to tell because it's sitting at a pretty constant 0.7. And 75.7 degrees, the temperature seems to be staying pretty steady. There was just weird.
One thing to
things
keep
that
in
hot
mind, though,
here.
it leaves you to wonder how many different services this was used for.
Right.
It's probably safe to say it was obviously probably more than one, two, or
That's
three.
me. Sorry.
Somebody said the walls don't happen to be lined with lead by any chance, do they? Of the casket.
No, it's just wood. No, seriously, no, it's just wood, and they just stapled the fabric.
It's not like lead nails or anything.
Shout out to everyone to go watch the Madison Seminary episode if you want to get that joke.
I hate you.
The table
Well-
was wood.
In a sense.
This is pretty interesting. I mean, we may have to kill the
What
K2s and rely off of just the reading on the Mel.
What happens if you put the rim pot in there?
Look at that. See, I brought it down to the table. 1.3, 1.6, and went up.
Yeah.
See, that one went up, and then it goes down when you bring it up here. Okay,
Can you give me
two.
an explanation for that?
See?
Yeah, it's
Just-
down to.
It's a flat one right here. Straight one.
Is it
Get
still doing
closer.
it?
Get this again.
The highest one is the one that's for
Is it still doing it?
Yeah. They're both pretty much hitting 2 to 3, 2 to 3. That's back up.
That's weird.
Let's see what happens.
The REM pod is now inside the casket. Could you please get close to the casket for us, please? Could you show us where you were laying during your funeral? Probably not.
For someone here, can you reach out and touch the casket, like in the area right in here? Maybe come close to the antenna, that silver stick. You got to think if it's an older era people, they're not gonna know what that is.
The young child. The baby.
Whoever's here with us, if you actually see an infant laying in this casket, can you reach out and reach out to comfort it, to comfort the baby, or maybe fix the material here in case we messed it up? I don't get it.
It is strange how consistent it is.
Yeah.
Now it's down to a 0.6. Was what, 0.7 and 8?
Yeah. But the weird thing is, you take this closer away, or away from it, it gets stronger. Now you take those two away from it, and they get weaker. So that's an opposite thing.
But it's weird though, you think the intensity, look at the K2 meter, how much more milligauss the K2 meter is picking up than the Mel.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the Mel, it's at 0.5, and it looks like if it's hitting the yellow light, that means it's between 2.5 and 10
I
milligauss.
sit at 4.
They just hit a 4 there?
Just hit a 4. It's a 3.6 right now.
Well, that may make a little bit more sense.
A 4 right there?
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3.8 right now.
What about farther this way or behind the lid?
You can see it. Try to tilt it up. See, it's a 4.3 right now.
Yeah, that's a they can
Can
see
they
that
see
on
that?
the camera. Yeah, they can see it. Now, oh, it just dropped down to a 2.
Yeah.
Literally went from a 4.3 to a 2.
That's a big drop.
And that speaker right there is not on.
No, that's
No,
speaker's
uh-uh.
off.
See?
No.
They can't see the speaker in the frame
Yeah,
though.
I'm just trying to. Yes.
Make
That's
sure
a-
that one's not on. It was earlier.
I turned it off.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Now, see? 4.1, 4.4.
Polly said try moving the whole thing forward. Maybe it's on a line of energy. Is it still doing it?
Not as strong.
No, not strong.
3.1. The Mel's still over 3. 3.2,
Huh.
3.3. 3.4.
I don't know what it could even be picking up though.
Yeah, everything's off. And we've never got readings like that consistently, at least.
Yeah, the
We're
lights are
using the
actually-
same table. We're the same room.
Yeah, the lights are not. The lights are not from the ceiling. The lights are coming from our battery-powered studio lights. So it's not as though.
It's weird. I have no idea.
So that is strange, to say the least. And to say the most, it's weird.
Maybe we should try the.
This is me setting up a
Radios.
light over here. Do you want to try and go dark and do night vision here? Close these curtains there, but turn every bit of the lights off and go dark.
It's still, yeah, it's like 1 to 2, 1 to 2, then once in a while it hits 3. So it's still.
They're saying dark is good.
Dark is good. Let me get this, I'm getting this IR light set up here. So. Getting that set up so we have some illumination of the nation.
Guys, make sure to share the video.
Yeah, please share the video, share it up so we all can get as many viewers in here as possible to see if any activity comes from this casket.
Just copy and paste the link from this video right on your Facebook and people will be able to come and watch the video with us.
It's holding a 2.0, 2.2 here.
Oh, wow.
And there goes Victoria South, Glover South, sending the first super chat of the night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vicky.
As always, much appreciative. Always a big supporter.
Yep.
If you guys didn't know, you can click the little super chat thing down there and support the show.
Just a few bucks here and there goes a long way.
Any little bit helps. So thanks, Vicky.
I hope us get to our next location.
That is for sure. We are dark.
You can see the K2's a lot easier now.
Yeah.
Now the one closest to Jason is staying at 1. The one in the middle, the black one, is 1, and it's flickering off with the second one.
Let me try and work my way by here.
It seems like it's diminishing the energy.
All right, I'm back.
Maybe it's because we had just opened it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Could
Yeah.
They said maybe try moving it back to where it was at.
Yeah, and maybe even a little bit further to see what it's like, because we know what it's like here and here. Try
Maybe
it back
all the way to
here.
the back.
Yeah. Look at that, it's already a little stronger.
Holy crap.
See, now that's pretty steady right there.
So that's got to be some kind of.
Maybe it's this power outlet right here.
Now,
Maybe take
Well,
one of them
yeah.
up there.
Try it. Okay. Stay at 1.0.
It did.
1.2.
Yeah, it's getting stronger right here at the fireplace. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Because there's the outlet right there.
Interesting. So maybe we should,
Move it forward.
or not use those.
Not use the K2s.
Yeah, right here I just had 11.2.
So wow.
We're
Apparently, there's something large.
probably underground or under the floor.
Yeah.
Wiring.
Yeah.
We can always rely on the REM pod and the spirit box for this.
Yeah. But the weird thing is, why didn't it do that on the previous investigations?
That I don't know.
Yeah, I can't say for sure why that would. Oh, we only got one set of deadlight on here. Let me turn the other one on. Sorry.
Unless there's something turned on in the basement that wasn't on previously. Yeah, that somebody who's coming over to mow the grass needs down in the basement to turn something on.
Yeah,
I don't know.
could have been that. Either way, someone was
Unless it's an electric lawnmower or electric weed eater.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Could be.
Could you please come up and lay in this wooden box for us, please? If you're attached to it.
Oh, what if we got one of those little shaky round balls? That's for a baby.
Should be around you over here.
Should be right over here behind the table.
There's one right there.
If we had a toy for you to play with, would that help you communicate?
Little plastic ball right here.
See that? Yeah, you can see that.
happens.
And that can be seen on camera, I think. Yep.
Yeah. It's solid.
Yeah.
So somebody commented and said, Steve, give the spirit permission to enter your body.
Is that Andrew again?
I think he has that copied and pasted or something because he puts that every single live stream. Oh, Andrew.
Only if you do, Andrew. Mr. Start calling Mr. Thompson from now on.
Polly Gear said spirit box.
Okay.
Polly Gear says spirit box.
Let's hear them.
I'm going to turn these off because I'm not going to get a positive reading of this.
That's right. Just.
Polly Gear anchored
That was
us one of
me.
the coolest locations that we'll be filming at in a long time.
Can't get to go.
Can't wait to make that an episode.
For some reason, I'm going to move for Lincoln Logs.
Me too. Hi, Ashley Stahl. Guys, make sure to share with your friends. Also, the spirits would like you to know that super chats are on.
Put the little ball right here, okay?
All right, can you all hear that pretty well?
We're in our own home.
So we're gathered here today to celebrate the life of the deceased.
Can anyone give us the name, or one of the names of the child that's in the casket here?
Say Kevin.
Can you say that louder?
Kevin. Oh no, it was the same word.
Yeah, the same voice too.
Yeah.
Can you guys tell what that said?
How many children were shown in this casket?
Can you tell us what this was for?
Somebody heard too many, and somebody said they need more time to respond. Era of the casket.
40s, 50s, tops. Something like that. The funeral home that it came from opened in 1936, and it closed, I believe, in the late 90s or early 2000s.
Who's here with us?
Can you tell us what city that this little casket came from? Would it help if we got that aux cord and put it over the speaker?
It would need a splitter to go with it.
You got no splitter, I think it's in the car.
See, I can turn it up some more.
Oh, that would help you. I thought it was all the way up.
Thanks, guys, for sharing the video. That definitely helps us out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Let me go and share it myself.
Can you give us a name of the little one that's in the casket here? Better yet, can you move this ball right here?
So we put a little toy right over here on top of the thing on the casket there. Do you think you could maybe try and move the ball? something.
Do you know that it's okay to move on, that you don't have to grieve anymore?
Are you the parent of the baby?
Can you give us the name of the funeral home? The first word?
What if Jason and I go outside? Maybe if there's less people.
Maybe. Could always try it. I'll switch over here to the other side. I'm going to pull my comments up so I can see them. You pull the comments up so I can read them here from you. Since Dave's going outside. Does this make it a little bit better for you?
Let's do this. What kind of weird having that fucking playing with babies?
Yeah.
Would it be for the robot?
I don't know what that was. Yeah, I think it is.
Here's the ball, you can play with this. At least use this for the ambient temperature.
Right.
He must have something turned on in the basement or something, man.
He must. I don't know what that is. There's a high-pitched frequency coming through this time. It's kind of hard to hear. It might be the spirit box. It might be Steve's spirit box.
Try the 7?
Yeah, but I need to go get the aux cord. If we wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Think we should do live EVP like we did last time? Remember Steve and I did live EVP? You think we should set that up and do that? I guess I should look at the comments if I'm going to ask questions. Huh?
Give that a break.
What do you think, live EVP? We got a yes. Yes, EVP. You want to run it, Steve?
Sure. Let me see what's going on here. Good flashlight. I'm not used to this one. Is it on? No.
Did you get it?
All right.
After this.
EVP session, we're on what? Folder 5, chapter 5, file 5.
Okay.
It's Ryan and myself. This is the Child's Casket live feed. All right, we've turned the radio off and removed the items from inside the casket. Can you please give us your name? What year is it for you? What year did this happen?
Getting some lag for some reason here, sorry.
Okay.
How many entities are attached to this coffin?
Can you let us know where you're from? What town? City?
Well, not the speaker,
Here, let you
so we'll have to.
get the light over there.
We are at mine, Dave's, and Jason's house there. This feed's going crazy. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just freezing.
something. I heard something back there. What was that?
I don't know what that is. Ah. Skip ahead here. Let you guys listen to this.
I wonder if it was me breathing.
It says it's cutting out. I don't know what the issue is here.
Really?
Yeah, everybody's saying it's cutting out. See if you can hear this, guys. I don't know what the deal is here. I haven't connected to Wi-Fi. It should not be going wonky like that. It's still doing it.
Huh. That's odd.
I don't know. Here, I'm gonna. If you want to ask more questions, I'm gonna go and ask Dave what he thinks if we should start a new one, or what we should do. Wait for it to continue out.
Other things like that?
There's been a lot of points in this live stream where it's been like that. This will be Steve solo.
Oh, okay.
Be right back.
EVP session on recorders, HD by myself. This is my solo issue. Not now. Or that's Jason's here.
Oh.
Jason just went back outside. Okay. My name is Steve, and I guess you can say I'm the caretaker of this casket, of this item that it seems that you're attached to. If there's any way that you would be able or willing, it goes for anybody who's attached to this item here, if you could reach out and touch this device right there on the stick that's sticking up from the item, that would let me know that you're here. Could you do that, please? My hope and goal, if you will, is to keep this item safe, keep it preserved as long as I can. So that any time down the road, tonight included, you can communicate if you wish to. But there's only certain ways we can do that. If you speak close to the device here with a red light, that potentially can pick up your voice. Or if you go close to the device over here that has the red glowing light on top of it and touch that device. As it stands right now, that's the only way I can know that you're here. And I'd like to know that you're here. So if you could, just make contact with that device with the red light on it, on the top of it, or the device closest to me with a small red light. Maybe speak your name or the loved one that you're murmuring over. I will say this: there's definitely a very sad saturated into this. It's almost, it hasn't changed since the first day I got it. I can guarantee you that. For those of you who are attached to this, other people that visit the museum, other guests come in, they can sense you. And many of them feel your hurt. They may not be able to fully understand the pain, but they definitely.
All right, I'm back. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. The heat is too bad. The quality is too choppy. I think it has something to do with the processor on my computer. I may have to do a full cleaning of this computer before it'll actually do that. So we're going to work on getting this a lot clearer for next week. We're really sorry that this didn't work out. I've been doing a lot of editing as of recent on different projects, and I think it's really bogged down a lot of the processing power on this computer. So I think that might have something to do with it. I don't think it has anything to do with the Wi-Fi. We've always had good Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah, it's always been good.
So I think it's something that we're just going to have to take care of, and maybe we'll do another live stream before next Thursday, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out, and we are really sorry for those of you that took the time out of your evening to set aside for this.
We'll do this one again.
We'll do the casket again,
Yeah.
just to make sure that it'll work, but as you all have been stating in the chat, it's just too choppy. There's no way that this is gonna be a successful live chat with this level of quality. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it and end it.